Hi everybody, it is good to be back. I've missed you so much. This is the Royal We, and I have a message about trauma. I know this is gonna help a lot of you, especially around the holidays. Well, let's go ahead and get into it. I've missed you! My name is Kevin, and this is the Royal We, and I hope that you've had a really good holiday, a Christmas, whatever it is that you celebrate. I know that the holiday season can be hard for a lot of people, especially people who have dealt with trauma, narcissistic abuse, toxic relationships, those of you who have gone no contact for the first time, or you've been no contact for 5 years. The holidays can be very difficult because trauma wants to keep you stuck. And in this message, what I want to talk with you about is how trauma can be tricky in your life. Trauma can fool you. Trauma can want to play peekaboo with you. Ultimately, trauma wants to hang on. For some reason, I have a theory, and we're going to get to that. I enjoyed the holidays I spent with my family, but then for some reason today, this day, and it's important I tell you this, I was having a bout of ruminating thoughts, feeling sorry for myself. I was having a moment of self-pity. I was trying to pinpoint why I was so upset, and my mind went to where it usually wants to go regarding trauma. It goes to that last experience of dealing with difficult, toxic people, which in my case was in-laws. And so I started to blame them for the way I am feeling. I started to blame the lack of relationship I have with the in-laws, the things they said about me, the nasty comments, the fact we don't get along, the fact that we're not a family. I started to blame all of that for the reason I was so down. And my wife was getting upset over it. Kevin, why are you talking about it? What doesn't make sense? And then my wife said this, and it changed everything. She said, Kevin, I've been waiting to hear you say something about today being the anniversary of your mom dying. You ever had a light bulb moment, right? Where it's just like little flicker goes off? Well, this wasn't just a light bulb moment. This was like an explosion in my brain. The thought hadn't crossed my mind that today, the 27th, is the day that I got a phone call over a decade ago that my mom had died from alcohol and drug overdose. And there's a reason why I don't like to think about it. There's a reason why this trauma likes to play peekaboo. Because I felt helpless then, and I feel helpless now. I felt helpless over a decade ago because I didn't know how to help my mom. I couldn't do anything to save her. I didn't have the wherewithal or the knowledge, or I didn't know what to tell her. And I think that subconsciously I carry a lot of that burden in my life. And I try not to think about it. And this is what is curious. This is what's interesting about it, is I don't think about that. But instead, on the 27th, I'm thinking about my in-laws, narcissistically abusive people who really don't matter. And I'm using that to feel down. I'm pointing at that, saying that's the reason that I don't feel good. I'm pointing at that, saying that's the reason I'm having a moment of self-pity. Do you see what's going on here? If this is resonating with you so far, maybe you're struggling right now with some ruminating thoughts. Maybe you don't even really know what your traumas are. Down in the description box below this message, you'll find access to my calendar for one-on-one appointments. I am here for you. So head on down there and schedule some one-on-one time with me. I'd love to be a part of your healing journey through this. How many of you right now are having some kind of a light bulb moment in your own life? I hope so. I really hope so. I don't want these words to be in vain. The question is why? Why do our bodies do this? Subconsciously, my body does not want to heal the trauma from my mom. It doesn't want me to do that. It doesn't want me to. It wants to hang on to that. Why? Why does it want to hang on to that? Why doesn't it want to face that? Why doesn't my body, my mind want to just cry and get that out? What happened with my mom was horrible. And I don't know. Maybe it's not that bad. Maybe there's a part of me that wants to hang on to that and just blame other things for being upset. I'm not sure. But one of the things that I'm going to do, and I encourage you to do the same, I'm going to start, because I'm really bad at this. I want to organize the traumatic events in my life. the death of my mom, I'm going to mark it on a calendar. And I want to start to be proactive. The 27th, my mom died. 27th of December. And every year, I want to look at that. And prior to Christmas even, I want to look at it and I want to feel it. Whatever that feeling of upset looks like, I want to be proactive and I want to experience it. I don't want to give it a chance for that trauma to play peekaboo with me. I'd rather look at it and say, this is the anniversary my mom dies. I know I'm going to be upset. I need to just look at it. I need to acknowledge it. Maybe I need to do this for once, maybe 1 year, maybe 2 years. But I need to learn how to, and maybe you need to learn how to as well. Find these areas of trauma, organize it. Stop running from it. Stop hiding from it. Stop pretending like it never happened. Stop burying it. If we stop ignoring certain events in our life and instead proactively accept these events in our life, accept them, look at them, pay attention to them, feel them, experience them. I'm under the impression that a lot of our issues, a lot of why we point at narcissistic people is because we don't want to look at some of these other things that we didn't know how to process. Listen, I'm here for your healing journey. Those of you who are struggling through toxic relationships right now, I do take one-on-one appointments, by the way. I am available for you. Down in the description box, you'll find access to my calendar where you can schedule one-on-one time with me. And I look forward to speaking with you. Until next time, my name is Kevin. This is The Royal We.